Good morning, everybody. My name is Heather Aston, and this is my channel, TG's Trinkets and Treasures. Sorry, I had a little fall last night, so I'm moving a little bit slower than I normally do, but I think I've got what we're gonna do figured out. So that works. I'm hoping these are small enough. If not, I have to go grab the other ones, but I have some little 3mm mother of pearl I can grab if it turns out that this bracelet is a little bit too short when we get into it. But let's start by saying hello to everybody. Good morning, Leanna. Good morning, Kendra. Morning, Anita. I got a little distracted by an impromptu pendant live sale over on Miss Rosanna's page. And so I'm a little bit further aligned than I would like to be, but it's okay because we can do this. So I'm just gonna do a simple macrame bracelet with some glass pearls and a cute little nest pendant, which is perfect for Mother's Day. Even though we're nowhere near Mother's Day, it's still cute, so we can use it. I'm just looking for the lobster claws that I found yesterday. They're a little big for the project, but I don't have any small ones. I need to go find some little ones in all of the shades of metal. We do indeed, Dorothy. Hello, Barbara, Tammy. You know, it's so crazy, Tammy. I had the boxes I got from you sitting out, and then I went to the glass pearls, and now I'm like, no, I want to go get the stuff Tammy sent me. Because if you don't know, Tammy sent myself and Amy some beautiful inspiration gifts that it is for me. Oh, it's the fourth show in a row for you, Nita. See, I got distracted at Rosanna's and didn't make it anywhere else. So I try to sometimes pop over to Sarah Lovecraft's page, but it didn't really happen this morning. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go get the box real quick. Give me a minute. Please show me a little grace. Like I said, I had a little fall last night, so I'm not moving as quickly as I normally do. But thankfully, I left them right here. Whoops. So when I say that Tammy sent us a beautiful inspiration gift, this is what she sent, and then some. This is mostly just the pearls and mother of pearl that she sent me. I also got some gemstones from her that are beautiful. So Tammy, thank you for blessing me with quite the array. It was a good night. Yeah, I had a little fall, Barbara. I'm getting, hi, Rosanna. Hi, Georgina. I don't always feel my right foot when I put it down, or I only feel the outside edge. And I got up in the bathroom to go, I got up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and I had a little fall. So it happens. Part of my stuff. I try to be careful. So I got some of the prettiest pearls I have ever seen from Tammy. There are these ones that look like oil slick, but they're not. They're a much like lighter version of it. They're beautiful. I'm just gonna do a little sharesy real quick and show you some of the stuff that she sent me because I didn't really do an unboxing, at least on this channel. So, okay. So, you see these? I wish that she knew where these were, where she got these from, because they're literally like oil slick, but a much lighter color. I don't even know what they'd be called. They look like Easter eggs to me because they're greens and purples and light blues, and they're stunning. I haven't done anything with them yet because I'm like, whew, that's got to be quite the piece in order to do it. Oh, hi, babe. Thank you. Yes, I did, Jordina. We can chat afterwards. At least I believe I did. We'll chat, but yes. Yeah, I am taking care. I'm just moving a little bit slower than normal. Oh, and look at these, you guys. Okay, look at these beautiful, teeny tiny lavender pearls. Just dropped one. They're so pretty. Like I said, some of the stuff that she sent, I'm like, it was from like her private collection from over the years. And there were several things that I wish that I would have known. Like, look at these cranberry pearls. They're so beautiful. And I just so happen to have either 10 or 12 millimeter in pretty close to the same color as these. And they're great. Okay, sounds good, Georgina. Oh, did you really, Tammy? Did you find more of them? Oh my goodness. Be still my heart. You guys don't understand. These pearls right here, I have legit been like hoarding something special. And then these are some of the prettiest pearls I've ever seen. And by far the prettiest pearl that I own. It's showing up much brighter yellow on the screen. They are a beautiful buttercup color. They're the lightest, prettiest. They look like butter, literally. But like, the light yellow buttercup color. They're so beautiful. And then let me see if I can rotate this so you guys can see everything else. She sent these are interesting because they're long, but they're drilled in the middle, but not quite in the middle. They're just off center. So I don't know if these are dancing pearls that just had like a lower hole than what I'm used to from dancing pearls, but they're my favorite. And then these like emerald green pearls. Oh my gosh. Beautiful in person, you guys. So, and then there's these like gold colored ones, which are so pretty. Some pretty orange ones. Here's some other gold ones. This is kind of like a yellowish green color, but very beautiful. These are stunning, you guys. They aren't like they're not an orange, but they're not a brown either. They're kind of like met, kissed, had a baby. That's what came of it. Very pretty. Oh yeah. And then she sent this strand of Baroque pearls. God, look at this. Isn't that pretty? I forgot I had this. How did I forget I had this? This needs to go on a leather necklace. There are a few doubled pearls or tripled pearls. Here's another one. Ooh, the fans Dorothy was just showing off. I mean, not Dorothy, Rosanna was showing off. I could do a pearl version. Oh, that might just have to happen, y'all. In case you didn't already know, I'm sure you can now guess. Here's the other purple. This is like beautiful periwinkle. They're so pretty. Itty bitty teeny tiny purple pearls. There's some like pink ones. And then the two that I like. Okay, that's one. That's one. Like I said, one of three. And have I added a little bit? Yes, but look. Look at I think they call these, oh, what are they called? It's great, except for it's not with the frosted version. Why? Cornflake? That's what they are. Cornflake pearls, they're absolutely beautiful. And she like didn't send just part. She sent two full long strands of these. So if there's anybody else that really likes these kinds, please tell me. I would love to share. And then here are some more Baroque pearls that she sent. They're just beautiful. Hey, look at that. I just found some large full beads. This is also from her, this little bead mix. Look at all the fall colors in there. This was the right time to pull these boxes out again. And then again, these are the oil slicks, but not as dark, which leads me to believe that they're not dyed, they're the natural color. Here's some more Baroque ones in the larger color. And then down here, look at the beautiful autumn pearls. So pretty. Oh, and she sent a bunch of like the flat back pearls, the button pearls, but that are drilled from side to side, not half drilled, which I love. Those are perfect to put on flat leather. So I'm gonna have to give that a little whirly do as well. And then she sent some beautiful mother of pearl strands. You should consider using at least a chain. I know. I know. It's hard. Can you make some ear wires so you don't have to look? I wish. So she sent all of these, like, look, you guys. Look. So pretty. Coin mother of pearl. Big and little, beautiful. I can't remember what, Rosanna, what are this kind of mother of pearl called? That are like the little V shapes? I don't know, but I love them. I was gonna use them on a project one. Yes, I could bling out the cane. You're absolutely correct, Tina. Yeah, and I'm sure my husband and I are gonna be having a little talky talk tonight because he didn't know I fell. So, and then she sent some like heart mother of pearls. She sent all of these like blingy like bracelet bars and stuff. Look at this. Fabulous. Yeah, here's one that says love on it. Oops. The Botswana she sent. It's just, she sent so much, you guys. And she was so kind. This was towards my end at the other channel. And this was the first time somebody thought of me. And it was great. And it made it easier to go out on my own. I've never shared that, Tammy. I felt seen. So thank you. Because that's very important. We don't always feel seen when we do things. This community is growing slower. And there's been a lot of ups and downs. But I wouldn't trade it for the world because this community is solid. We care about each other. We lift each other up. We don't want to be the only one. We want to strengthen the community. All of us truly, when we say share your stuff, in everyone's groups, on everyone's YouTubes, we sincerely mean that. It's not just lip service. It's what I wanted the other to be, but it didn't happen. So, but you guys were the sparkly thread that got woven into the fabric of this situation. I talk like that, not as much on here, but I truly believe that we are all woven in and out of the blanket, the tapestry of each other's lives. And you can choose to be burlap or silk. You can choose to be a metallic thread, whatever. But if you're gonna be woven into the fabric of somebody else's life, make sure that it's a beautiful one. This really was the first time that I felt seen. There were a select few of you that I've had in my corner, but thank you, Tammy. It really is an important thing to feel seen and heard for who you are, not what other people think you are. So there was a lot of negativity at the end, and this just helped me so much. The gift that you gave me, it meant the world to me. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna dry it up and move along, Heather. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get all emotional and whatever. I just thought it was an important moment to thank Tammy for. Yeah, she's the reason that Beading Besties was started. She's the reason that Trinkets and Treasures were started. She's the reason I went out on my own. And I love you guys so much. I can't even begin to tell you. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate that. No, I was just sharing a gift that that Tammy sent me. And it was the first time somebody had sent me something as well. So it meant a lot to me. But it was the first step of this beautiful community of women that I love and adore and would not trade for anything. No amount of money, no amount of anything could get me to leave this community because you guys are great. Okay, let's go back down to the mat. We are going to do a knotted project. So I have a wingspan of the waxed linen that I talked about yesterday. It really is the best waxed linen I've ever had. So I'm going to slide my lobster clasp down. Oh, I'm upside down. Let's see here. I don't know why it does that. There we go. I'm going to pull this down to the center, and then I'm going to wrap it around, trying to keep the knot as close to the loop as possible, which I could have done with tweezers, but this isn't as hard to accomplish. Okay, and yes, I have a knockoff tying station. If the company wants to sponsor me, I will happily use theirs. But until then, I kind of cheaped out on this one, but it's okay. I like it because you can, I don't know if the other one can do this or not, but in case you're doing something small, you can just flip this around and do it. It also comes out like a lot. I think it ends at, I don't know. It says 12, but it seems much larger than 12 when I do it that way. And it has two clips. I already lost one of them, which I'm sure is no surprise to any of you. I'm going to go ahead and clip this off, trying to keep it right there. I don't know if you see the knots right under there. And all we're going to do is we are going to do our back and forth. Oh my gosh, no, you were going to do the twisty one. Yeah, I was going to do the twisty one. Okay, so this will get used later for something else. Let me cut another strand. I wanted to do the twisted one. And so when you do that, one stays stationary to the other. So let's see. I hope you know that I love all of you, and you have all helped me. I just almost pulled a Sarah Lovecraft, y'all. I kind of did pull a Sarah Lovecraft. I burnt that because I couldn't find a pair of scissors real quick. Woo. And yes, Becky, I had a fall, but I'm okay. It's mostly okay. I have a little scratch on my elbow and a little sore this morning. That's all. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the other lobster clasp that I had pulled out. I don't like to put the jump ring for the other end on the one end, so I'm just looking. I literally pulled, oh, there it is. You guys can see the entire state of my desk right now, but that's okay, because we are going to start getting all of the jars put up on the corner or up on the wall so that I can know where things are. Really? How did that just happen? This is the way I learned to get the knot up to the clasp as possible, was to roll it like that, but that's fine. I don't want it to be so restrictive that this is going to wear on it when it moves back and forth, but I want it enough to where it will keep the clasp there. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to clasp it right above. Okay, so we're going to do, Heather just did it again. Yes, Anita, I do. Oh my goodness gracious. Why did I just do that again? I put it in the middle of the cord again, which I don't need to do. I need to I need to have one size much shorter. Oh, there's my scissors. And don't worry, like Rosanna, I have bits of chain that I save. I have bits of cording that will get used on another piece very soon, because I have an idea that I want to do. Okay, so I cut off a wingspan. Now I'm going to put this on and I'm going to tie the knot, but I'm going to leave the one side much shorter than the other, because I'm going to use one to knot around and I'm going to use the other to actually knot. Okay, got it right that time. Whew. All right. So I'm going to put the long cord on my right side because I'm right-handed. So, and that's the one I'm going to be doing the knotting with. I don't want that to quite go down over the knot quite yet, just in case. So this is an easy peasy knot. All you're going to do is cross over the working cord, grab your other cord, keep this center one taut and pull up. Otherwise, you're going to have like shoelace knots and not half hitch knots. What does that do? And I'm going to go ahead and do about an inch of knot so that along the back of the wrist, there's like if you are typing or whatever, you're not going to have like where if you have your thing that it's going to pull, because that used to be a thing when I was a receptionist. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to do about an inch to an inch and a half. Oh, hit my arm on that. And again, I'm just going to keep this cord stationary, and you're going to be able to see in a minute once you get going how it just starts to twist because you're not adding the other portion of the knot to have it stay straight. And then every so often I go like this and I twist it around. You don't have to do that, but I find that it makes better knots or better twists, I should say. If you do that every so often. This thing just slides everywhere. I didn't think it would slide on this mat, but it is. I would have used some mounting tape had I known. I know I have some. We bought a bunch thinking that's how we were gonna hang those the clear shelves that we had up. Yeah. Can hold 245 pounds. Nope. So yeah, it couldn't even hold, I think it was only like 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds, something like that, fell off the wall. And we used way more tape than we needed to, and it still didn't hold it up. So I hope you guys can see how it's starting to twist around itself. That's what you want. And you can see I haven't been twisting it and it still turns because even though you're holding this taut, it is moving along with the knot. So, like I said, you don't have to do that. Sometimes I do that if I feel like the knots are not doing stuff. See, Rosanna, do you do that too? Where you become hyper aware of every single time you say NOT instead of KNOT while you're nodding? I do. I don't know why. Okay, we're almost to about an inch. I think we want to do an inch and a half. And then I'll end with the same number. And then we're not, I'm not somebody who sits there and counts, especially not trying to keep up with Chad at the same time. I got it off of Amazon, hun. Kendra. Yeah. Never tried this. I love it. Yeah, it's fun. Yes, I believe I already told Danita yes, but I still do it. Okay. You know what's so funny? It wasn't until I started making jewelry that I realized just how long an inch really was. And I'm not trying to be funny, like saying we've been lied to our whole lives about what an inch is. That's not what I meant, but true. Anyways, I'm not one that counts my knots. I kind of just go with the flow. Okay, I'm gonna get some of the teeny tiny little mother of pearl beads that I have from Tammy. Oh, if anybody got the watermelon and they want some mother of pearl. Look at these. I have the green and the pink, and I would love to bless someone the way I was blessed. And I don't think Tammy would mind that. That's not who she is. Otherwise, she wouldn't have sent a bunch of her pearl collection to me. So, all right. Then I'm just going to put the mother of pearl bead on the short string, if I can see well enough to do so. That's something else that happens with my Durkums. I've noticed that, like, it almost distorts where holes are, but I looked it up. It's common. Okay, so I'm going to only do about less than an inch, probably half an inch worth of knots before I put the next one on. And like I said, if you want it to be perfect, by all means count your knots. This is just my personal preference. And yes, I could have tied down the other side of my bracelet with a clippy, but I like to do it in my hand more so that I can keep the tension, all the same tension the whole way through. Let's twist this real quick. There we go. I'm gonna do one more, maybe two actually. And then I'll put the next mother of pearl on. This would also be really pretty with like 3mm little conch shell. I don't know. Can't say that I do, but I probably do say it. Okay, now I'm lost. Thank you, Barbara. It does bring it up. Can't say that I do, but I probably do. I cannot recall what I just said. But put on another one, and you're just gonna go back to knotting. This is very meditative for me. So just sitting and nodding, you don't have to think about it once I mean, it's literally the easiest knot. So this is a half hitch knot. So we're only doing the first half. We would go the other way if we wanted to do the full thing, but that's not what we're gonna do. That's a weird little twist there. Why did it change? It looks like it changed direction. I don't know what happened. Oops. It's also the easiest knot to undo, or like I just did because I had pulled that down. You can scoot it up. You can make it as compacted as you want by simply pushing it up onto the middle string. Just don't push it up too much or it becomes so stiff. So stiff. Anyways. Oh yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. I just do. And I don't just do it with me, like with my stuff. I notice it with other people's too. It only happens when I'm working on a knotting project or they're working on a knotting project. That's the only time that happens. But, you know, that's crazy. If you did want to put this on the tying station, you absolutely could clip it to the other side and just go around. You would want to preload your beads though, so that you have them already on the strand before you ever get started. I'm sorry, guys. This keeps pulling down. Let me move my camera so you guys can still see. Okay. You just want to make sure that you always knot with the larger cord. The only time I have found that it's been an issue of remembering is, oh my goodness gracious. There we go. I don't know what I was saying, but it's okay. That happens a lot up in here. Actually, I'm gonna do one more. I know it doesn't seem like one more would make a difference, but it does. Oh, the only time I notice it being a problem is when I get to the end of a knotting project and my long cord starts to get shorter, then I just have to be more mindful of how I do my knots. So that's all. I know this isn't anything fancy, but I like it. Okay, so here let's see here. It's supposed to have measurements, but it doesn't. There we go. So we are probably an inch and a half. So 1, 2, 2, 3.5. This is almost center. So I'm going to do a shorter section of knots. It keeps moving because the cord gets tangled because it's so long. Redo that one. I'm not positive that I did that with the right cord. So you want to flip, we can flip you. That's not a problem. All right, so I have 2 on there now. I'm probably going to do one or 2 more. And then, oh wait, I was gonna put a centerpiece on with the other thing, but that with the other idea, but then I lost it. So let me look in here, see what I can find. Probably one of the coin pearls would be pretty. I have other coin pearls. They're just not right here. I don't want to get up again. What do you think, ladies? Think that'll be pretty? Okay. Yeah, I could see that. That would be hard for somebody with OCD. But yes, you can count out your knots if you want. It's, I just don't. Okay, so this first knot, after we put the focal on, you want to pull it, like I always say, taut, not tight. Otherwise, your diamond is going to flip around a lot, but you don't want it so tight that see how it's wanting to flip? That's okay though. So I did 4 on the other side before I put on another mother of pearl. Three and 4. Okay. Next mother of pearl. I love coral and brown together. This is very coral, you guys. It's not like, and then this deep line, so pretty. And it has a beautiful shine and luster to it. I've noticed on other things that I purchased that are mother of pearl like this, and they don't have the luster. They seem to be flat from the dye, but they're beautiful. Have a good rest of your day, Anita. Go slay your day. I love asymmetrical, but not a macrame. Yeah. Well, this is just a simple, easy little bracelet. It's not anything like, I don't know. I don't think it's an issue. I see this as a stacking bracelet. that you would either, like maybe you wear this one on your wrist with your watch, or vice versa, put it on the other wrist, because it does have the similar shape with the larger center square. But see, because I kept it nice and taut, there's not a lot of easy space, so it's not gonna sag. You don't want it loose to where it's sagging and then this starts flipping, but you don't want it so tight that it ruins the rest of the tension of your bracelet. This will spin in just a minute. And I go through at the end and kind of fidget with it a little bit more. And I get the turns a little more uniform at the end, which I'll show you. Unless you have to go. Then you can come back on the replay and watch it. Okay. Oh, speaking of Tammy, for those of you who've gotten orders from me that have the little thank you rainbow stickers on them, those came from Tammy too. She bought the cutest like packaging set, I'm assuming. And she sent all the leftover like tissue paper and stuff. And those stickers. Look, Rosanna, I'm gonna use your mug so that my knotting station stays in place. Holds my glue, my crochet hook, my lighters, and now my knotting piece. It's a very versatile mug. If any of you are in the market for one, you can hit Rosanna up for it if she has any left. There you go. Was that a good promo for you, Rosanna? You prefer to count your knots. Oh, I already read that one. I really do like it. It's just Arizona is way too hot to like have a mug of coffee. And the only time I want one in the winter, it gets too cold because I very rarely turn on the heat in my house here. I prefer to have a cold house. It's hell on our electric bill, but that's why during the winter time when we're using like $3 or $4 a day, we still add $100 on a week, and that kind of balances out summertime a little bit. Okay, wait a second. What happened there? That knot did not. I was not paying attention. But I knotted this and it like twisted weird. Okay, back to that handle. So that's the problem. You need to do this. Sometimes it's just a matter of, just like anything else, people that grill find that perfect sweet spot of how to tell when a steak is done to your liking or something like that. I feel like knotting does the same thing. You get the same, like you figure out where your sweet spot is, and you continue to go, and it just becomes like this cool experience at the end. And if this ends up being too short, it's okay. I can gift it. I have many small wristed friends. I don't understand how, but yeah. I'm the one with the bigger wrist. Everybody else is like 6 1/4, 6 1/2. I'm 7 1/4. So, But yes, Anita, if you would like, oh, Anita left. Okay, I will message you later. But as for ideas for Christmas and crochet work, Santa's beard, his hat, etc. Oh, that'll be good. Not all of you saw, but I got frustrated because out of everything in the ice cream box, the one thing there wasn't was something to that looked like whipped cream. And so I crocheted my own whipped cream. I don't have it right here, but yeah, I had fun with it. It needed it. And then I put the cherry on top of that. But yeah, it was a um, really easy, just quick thing that I did, but I loved it. I never released the video though. Well, I didn't record the video on how to do it. I should probably still do that. Okay, we have our 4 mother of pearl, so I'm going to go ahead and do the 1.5 inch of cord because I need to have enough cord to tie on the jump ring, and I've got to straighten out my twist. And jump ring is very easy. I basically end it the exact same way with the surgeon's knot. The exact same way that I do my stretch bracelets, where I tie it once, and the second one is the surgeon's knot, and then I pass the I pass both sides of the cord underneath so they switch, and then I do another surgeon's knot. And that is very secure. Okay, like I said, I'm going to have to go in and fix my knots, which is fine. So if you get it to where it looks like it's just doing a straight line, it's okay. I'm going to show you how to fix that in just a second. Okay, I don't think that's as long as the other side. Let me see. It's actually pretty darn close. I'm going to go ahead and do one more. Because this is wax linen, I can't just burn it off. So, okay. So see how these knots started out good? All you're going to do is go down and kind of twist the knots into place the same way that you have to do with like chip beads. It's very similar to that. There we go. And then if you can see, I'm just kind of twisting from both sides. This one's being finicky, but it's okay. And then you're going to want to pull the last one tight again. Once you do that, like I said, we're just going to get a large gauge jump ring. I could have made this symmetrical, but I chose not to. These are not the ones I want. You guys are probably hyper aware of how many times I say it now that I mentioned it. Okay, here we go. Large gauge. Make sure it's all the way closed. It does indeed look closed, but I'm going to double check it just in case. Oh, yeah, no, that's all the way closed. Okay. You're just going to slide your jump ring onto one side, and then you're going to pass your cording, which I did end up with extra, but that's okay. You're going to pass your cord, the other cord the other way, and then you're just going to pull it down even like that. And then you might want to put this back on. It'll make it easier. Okay, so we have the jump ring on, right? we're going to come down underneath of the jump ring. And I'll show you what I mean as soon as I get my fingers out of the way. Okay, so I tied the knot, and then when I tighten it, I want to make sure that the knot stays underneath the ring. So you're going to go like that, and you're going to kind of twist it to where it's under the ring. And then you're just going to do a surgeon's knot, which is just passing the cord through 2 times. And this will definitely get a dab of glue when I'm finished. Okay, so now we want to pass these, under. We're going to pass them back and forth. And then we're going to come around again, and we're just going to do another surgeon's knot. 1, nope, 1 and 2. And again, you're going to want to keep it. I have it on the wrong side of the ring, though. This one needs to go up and over. Here we go. So that the knot is secure on both ends. And then, like I said, it will get a dab of glue at the end. But there is your Twisted Mother of Pearl shell bracelet. Oh, good. Oh, I like it. It's cute. You can add an extender chain if you need to. Simple, easy peasy. I got it done in under an hour after I cried. So, you know, if you're within your groove, it won't take you that long. Because you can. I like to turn the music on, turn my music up, and just go. That's all. Just want everyone to know what they have so far. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, she does have more. The mugs are $28. Let me show you them because they're so cute. The inside of them and the handle is the bright red. Her logo's on both sides. It's very pretty. It's a very good quality mug. It really is. I'm not just saying that. I wouldn't just say that. Love you, Rosanna, but I'm not, I couldn't do that. That would not be authentic. And yeah, there's no way. So, anyways, alrighty, guys. Now, if you've been with us all morning, here you go. I hope to see you guys later. Georgina, I'll reach out after this just to make sure that you found it. Rosanna, I will check my, yeah, she was quick, right, Leona? Oh. Anyways, ladies, love you all. Thank you for being here. And as always, happy beading. Oh, I forgot. That's okay. Happy beading.